Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. This is our Week 7 Rumboyz Waiver Wire show. As always, it's your host, your boy, the Admiral, Rumboyz Robbie. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Joined by my very trustworthy co-host and colleague, Bogard Scott Free of the GM Network.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Week 6 in the books. Week 7, as Belichick would say, we're on the Week 7.
We're on the Week 7. Hell yeah, that's right, bro. Let's fucking get it. Let's dive into it. Also, make sure that you guys subscribe to not just the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, but on our homepage, on our YouTube. If you go check out the homie section where it says Our Homies, subscribe to all of our homies. Let's get into it, bro. First off, man, talk to the people about monkeyknifefight.com.
All right, check this out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our proud sponsor, monkeyknifefight.com. You go ahead, run boys and girls, and head on over to monkeyknifefight.com. Use promo code RUMBOYZ in all caps, and we'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Me and my brother right here, we've been killing it on that less or more prop. And y'all been tuning in. Y'all witnessing the process. And as they say in all sports, respect the process. And because when you respect the process, you get results on these legit legal daily fantasy sports props. And if you want to go ahead and maximize and get some bang for your buck, you're going to go ahead and use promo code RUMBOYZ, and we'll match that first deposit all the way up to $50. Monkey Knife Fight, give me money.
Monkey Knife Fight, give me money. Also, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am here to talk to you guys about sportscaster.com really fast. Head on over and join the biggest, largest live online sports streaming community that there is. Catch all of your favorite analysts, commentators from around the world. No longer put up with the same old networks that you are used to. Get in with sportscasters that speak your language of your favorite teams from around the world. Also, if you have a podcast yourself, we always advise for you guys to go ahead and head over to Sportscaster and begin recording your podcast over on Sportscaster. You can double down, do a live version of it. And then right after you get done with that live version, you can take the audio, edit it, and then put it in onto Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff. So head over to sportscaster.com. It's a one-stop podcasting and streaming service for sportscaster fans like yourself. Dilly. Shit. All righty. So let's go ahead. Let's dive into it. I see you guys already in the chat here on YouTube. Getting those fantasy football questions loaded up. You, me, DMV, what is good? I see you over here on Sportscaster. Big shout out to the homie out there in the DMV. Bogard, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do. Dilly.
Dilly.
Corrupt, what's good? I see in the chat. Sean asks, up, guys. Quick start sit question before you get into it. Brady or Tannehill this week? You're always firing up Tannehill. If Tannehill is an option, you're firing up Tannehill everywhere, no matter what.
Here's the thing. I like the idea of Tannehill or Brady, but I'm going to go with who has the weaker secondary. And to be honest, the Steelers secondary has been giving up a lot more production of wide receivers. Their run defense is a top 5 run defense. So if you can't get Derrick Henry going, which is damn near impossible, it wouldn't matter because then he'll be forced to throw that rock.
And Corey Davis is back. A.J. Brown's been going off.
Yep. John Smith, he's banged up, but even if it's not him, spoiler alert, someone that we're going to talk about, Anthony Firkser be going off.
Yep, exactly. I am riding the wheels off of my Titans players until they fucking fall off. Yeah. Like, that's just straight up, Sean. Really quick, Bogart. I'm sorry, really quick. I need to hit on this in regards to Tannehill before we go into all our waiver wire stuff, guys. This man he was QB2 in fantasy last year behind one Lamar Jackson. This year he is QB2 behind one Patrick Mahomes. You're starting Tannehill everywhere.
And guess what? Guess what?
It's part of the
Tannehill.
fraternity.
Yo, that too. But Tannehill, one less game played.
Yep, one less game played than Mahomes. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
you gotta rock with our guy Tannehill.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We'll take a couple more questions here at the beginning of this show. I see a couple of you guys got in early with them. Kells talks. Ask PPR record 3-3. He's 6 out of 10, tied for third. Nice. Okay. Tie with third. If I figured that, because you're gonna have a lot of guys right now that are 3-3. Watson, Moore, Shark, A-Rob, Woods, AJ Brown, Patrick, Cook, Henry, Miles Sanders, Mixon, Lindsey, Madison, and Andrews. Should he trade Miles Sanders or Mixon for Devontae Adams?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Because you're not going to be getting anything out of Sanders for a hot minute.
Yeah, and I would look at the Eagles' bye week. It's coming up pretty soon, so that means they don't need to rush him back. He's already been ruled out for this week and next week. They said at least 2 weeks. So we're looking at him coming back by the bye week. I would try to move Mixon and wait on Sanders, and because Mixon has a sooner bye week. No matter what, I'm getting Adams, especially off a bad week, and people have been waiting on him all year. And then the bye week comes around, then he's back. And all I hear is he had a bye week, so now you have him the rest of the way.
Yeah, and then we're gonna take one more. And we're gonna get back into some more. We're gonna be incorporating a lot of you guys' questions throughout the show. Miles says trade. By the way, Miles, I don't know what type of car that you are sitting in, bro, but you definitely got like the murder butterfly doors up on that thing. That is sick.
Trade. You got them murdered out. Okay.
Yeah. And it's like it got the butterfly joints on it. That joint is sick.
Yeah, that shit dope.
Trade Gibson for Juju, or trade Gibson and Juju for Kittle. And should I pick up Higgins or Williams? So I'm gonna first answer the second question. I'm gonna go Higgins because that's super easy for me to answer.
Yes. And spoiler alert, he's been at the top of our waiver wire pickups at wide receiver. He's still under the 60% threshold of ownership. He's back on the list again this week, sitting at number 1. You go get Higgins. If you need tight end, I'm doing that because my Niners, don't have a bye week until week 10. So you don't have to worry about filling that in until then. Make that happen before that Kittle owner starts seeing Kittle do more Kittle things and the price goes up more. Because I would get off Gibson and Juju right now.
Yep, and I really like that move if you're in a situation like me, in a couple places where either Jonnu, Ertz went out for you. You want to go ahead, let's go ahead and secure up Kittle. So let's dive into the show. Let's talk about some waiver wires, guys. We're gonna be clicking through. I see a lot of you. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned in because we are going to take your questions. Running back injuries, Mark Ingram, Radio Raheem.
Hold on, I just remembered something real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but bro, did I curse Mark Ingram on Sunday morning? Do you remember that? I was like, just get him the fuck up out of here. I was like, get hurt or some shit. I'm like,
yeah, you did say that. I remember that now. Yeah, you pretty much did.
I pretty much cursed him to COVID too. I take that back because I don't want to wish that on no one. But I was speaking in fantasy wise, like get him a false positive test or something. Get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you've been bent on Mark Ingram though. That's just on brand with you. So it's Mark Ingram, of course, Booby Miles Sanders, and Radio Raheem Mostert. Let's see here. Waiver wire targets for the running backs: Dobbins, Boston Scott, of course, the jerk Chicken McKinnon. And then we start. Those are just your quick handcuffs right away for those guys, right? And then we start getting into where you can be a little bit speculative. AP, I absolutely love for you guys to go get AP. I get that everyone's like, oh, but DeAndre Swift, they still at least give AP one red zone shot, and he makes the most of it, and he gets in. He's going to get you 12 points.
Let's preference this, too. Let's preference. So from here on, with these running back names we're about to sound off, these are like bye-week fillers. These are also like deeper league ads, but also just because we're in a year, Rumboyz and girls, that depth is really fucking important. Every week someone's going down. I hate to say it, but it's happening. You want these guys so you're not rushing to the waiver wires or spend on your fab, etc.
Exactly. No, I like that you preference that. I like that you preference that. So AP, Joshua Kelly, Jermichael Hasting, uh, sexy Pete, sexy Rexy. I'm
Yep.
sorry, AKA or what you guys know as Rex
Rex
Burkhead,
Burkhead. Yep.
Rex Burkhead, Lamichael P Ryan, god awful P Ryan. I'm telling nobody to pick him up.
I had to put him on there.
I know that
Oh,
you had to put him
and then
on the
I
list.
forgot to put Frank the Tank too. That goes along with Frank Gore. Like, man,
Yeah,
these guys are gonna get touches. I'm just saying, in a bind, they might
in a
come through.
serious bind. Like if you're in
Yeah,
a serious bind,
like
cross your
tied up
fingers.
even. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Royce Freeman. I like that pickup, but Philip Lindsay, he was running like a madman, bro. Like
Yeah,
it
but
was,
also Philip Lindsay was a guy we had on the waiver wire show last week.
yeah,
He went right over the threshold. So, you know what I mean? If Lindsay's out there, yeah, let's put him on the list just in case. If Lindsay's out there, he's at the top of the list even.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Gus Edwards. How do you think? Well, I'll ask that in a second here. Jamal Williams, Carlos Hyde, and Tevin Coleman. Um, so getting into to breaking down our running backs, and then we're also going to take another one of these fantasy questions before getting into the wide receivers. I believe we're probably going to take. I believe we'll probably take Brian Sins here. We'll take a couple of them actually. How do you think that market share is going to work out in terms of the carries between Dobbins and Gus Edwards? Because it already seemed as if they were already working the three of them. And it already
Yeah.
seemed as if they didn't want to fully give the workload to Dobbins right away yet.
Yeah. Two things. Mark Ingram, we don't know much about the ankle injury, right? And he is old. So, and they are contenders for the Super Bowl. So rushing him back might not be a thing. They have a bye week right here.
So I do have information for you before
Okay,
you
yes.
Ravens running back Mark Ingram MRI showed a mid to high ankle sprain that isn't considered severe. It is not considered severe. They're
They said
on
the
a
same
bye
thing about
week.
Jimmy G.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to miss at least 1 week after the bye.
Yeah,
Maybe even two if, right?
well-
Okay, no, go ahead, continue.
They're on a bye week this week, and Coach John Harbaugh said Monday that Ingram probably will be back November 1st against Pittsburgh.
There it is. So this is phenomenal. You know why? Here's that second part I was going to say. They got a bye week right now. And when these rookies, with no preseason, they were kind of plunged into this thing. Look at what phenomenal production DeAndre Swift was able to accomplish coming off of a bye week. Because now it's like they get to hone in on this rookie. So now in this case, it's Dobbins. Situations are kind of similar too. You have Kerryon Johnson, AP, goddamn DeAndre Swift. Over here with Baltimore, you got that god-awful Mark Ingram, that piece of shit even. And then you got the Gus Bus and then J.K. Dobbins. And they've all been kind of cannibalizing each other in fantasy. Same thing over there in Detroit. Coming off the bye week, bam, the rookie they got him fully acclimated to a full workload. It might not be a full workload, but he's going to get the heavier timeshare. J.K. Dobbins came from a read option system in college. Greg Roman over there in Baltimore runs a read option system with Lamarvelous Jackson. You know what I'm saying? The Lost Jackson member, the Jackson 6. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That was stupid. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying when they come back, he's going to get the first crack at it. Gus Edwards, the Gus Bus, he is what he is. He's a bruiser. And he's probably going to be more trusted in short yardage situations. But mainly when you see the Gus Bus is when they're blowing teams out and it's time to chew clock up. You know what I mean? That's mainly his role. And they even franchise tagged him this year because they needed that role. Someone who's willing to put his body on the line when they can't put the rock on the ground. You know what I mean? So in this case, you look at the time split from when Mark Ingram left the game early, right?
Yep.
He left the game early. You look at the splits; they're dead even. 13 carries for Gus Edwards, 12 carries for J.K. Dobbins. Yes, the Gus Bus got the red zone carry. You got the goal line carry. It's fine. I expect that. All the passing work's gonna go
to
It's gonna go
JK.
exactly.
So
And
you see that they're definitely going to be in a timeshare. It's definitely going to
of
be
course, this is how that team wins in
so.
reality. They're not gonna just go away from that. You know what I mean?
So Gus Edwards is I feel like is a viable option. Like if I'm looking for a
Yes,
sneaky option, like so let's say
low end RB2s, but Gus Bus, his upside is the chance of
so
getting the touchdown.
right. So let's
JK's
say
upside is all the receptions.
let
But
let
they're low end RB2s if
let's
there's no
say
Mark Ingram.
if you like to play, the whole when you're going to waivers, find the sleeper, like you want to try and get you like someone that you're certified pretty much going to be able to bag off of waivers.
Yeah.
Like if you know that your waiver priority is low, you're not going to be able to get certain guys. Of course, still try and put those in, but I would definitely probably be willing to throw one in for Gus Edwards just because I think I know
He's
there's
safe.
going to be a touchdown. Yeah, I feel like there's always going to be a touchdown at least. At least there's always going to be a touchdown available.
Here's the thing though, with any of the running backs in that system, it's Lamar Jackson who's going to snake their touchdowns away. You know what I
Right.
mean? When they get down there, he's the guy who will take that red zone carry away. So they both got that going for themselves. But yes, between the two, Dobbins is likelier to have to punch it in from far. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna have to break away to get a house call. Because once they get in that 20, if there's no Mark Ingram, they get in that 20, you might even see both of them on the field. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, that's so I'm super interested in how that one's going to work out. Let's see. Brexton says I traded Antonio Gibson and Hollywood Brown for Miles Gaskin and Shark. Is that a good trade? I like the trade.
it.
I feel like you. So what I feel like happened there is you kind of just really balanced yourself out. I feel like you really balanced yourself out.
I mean, Gaskin. Let's be clear. Gaskin's eating way more than Gibson.
Yeah.
And Gaskin is essentially a 3-down back right now. Yeah, they've been sprinkling a little Matt Breida, but 2 weeks straight now, Jordan Howard's been a healthy scratch. That means he's healthy, but he's not active. So they've been trusting Miles Gaskin.
We're gonna see how they utilize Gaskin, especially with Tua being the guy now.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, is because Ryan Fitzpatrick, that Fitz Magic man, he's a savvy veteran. He knows he's wise enough to just check it down, and that helped Miles Gaskin. So hopefully those little dump off receptions that were going to Gaskin don't go away with Tua, because Tua, youngsters tend to want to go down the field and make plays. You know what I mean? They want to get the shine. You know what I mean? So, and he's a little mobile. Hopefully Ryan Fitzpatrick had mentored him enough up to this point where he's like, listen, you got a hip, bruh. You can just, to not put yourself in danger, you can always look for the check down option. So hopefully that will still remain. The trade he made right here with Hollywood Brown having super high upside week to week, that's the one thing that DJ Chark might not have, but he has a way safer floor.
Yeah.
DJ Chark just came off of 14 targets. You know what I mean? He gets double-digit targets. That's the Chark night. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I mean,
Hollywood Brown is still on a run first team. And yeah,
exactly. There and once again, Lamar Jackson's going to be able to siphon away some of that. Like you just mentioned, it's a run first team. So those are the concerns there. JT asked Ruggs or Williams. Well, we're actually about to get into some wide receivers here, and in terms of waivers, because both those guys are probably going to be available.
Which Williams?
Mike Williams.
Oh, Mike Williams. He's
you're going to go
right now too. So you might need to monitor him.
Yeah, you're going to go Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs is starting to peak. Though the Raiders' offensive playbook is starting to unfold for them.
They're about to play against a really bad secondary. And I'll say this much. Don't look at what Tampa Bay did to Green Bay and be like, Tampa Bay's defense is going to do that every week. Green Bay's offensive line couldn't handle, it couldn't handle Todd Bowles' pass rush, bro. But this offensive line for the Raiders, they're hogs, bro. They got some gigantic hogs up front. They're going to be able to withstand that pass rush that's going to be coming violently. And that'll give Ruggs time to get down.
Ruggs time to get down get down the field. Exactly.
And he's gonna get down there fast. He's gonna burn every one of those DBs over there.
Yeah, so, they're playing the Bucks this
but
week.
Expect zero to no floor. It's all upside.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with that one. And then we'll take another one. Should I trade Darren Waller or is Jonnu Smith, or should I trade for Darren Waller, or is Jonnu Smith fine? Absolutely, you should always trade for Darren Waller. You should always
I don't know.
trade for Darren Waller.
I like because here's the thing. I like Jonnu, bro.
And
Jonnu, he never leaves the field. Here's the thing why he's probably thinking this right now is because he's he's injured right now.
No, his previous question clearly so when he was trying to go for Kittle, clearly shows he's trying to strengthen. The thought process clearly is
there.
I'm trying to strengthen myself at the tight end position.
Yeah, he literally said that.
So if you're trying to strengthen yourself at the tight position between Waller, between Kittle, and your position, brother, that's the way. I
think Jonnu was on par with Kittle.
Yeah,
I think Jonnu was on par with Kittle. Waller, there's a lot of weapons around him. When it comes to Tannehill, he really has Derrick Henry to clear up everything for two guys, AJ Brown and Jonnu. That's really it. So I like. Yes, it's a run-first team, but if they're going to throw 25 times, a lot of those majority of those targets are going to either A.J. Brown or Jonnu Smith. I'm going with that. I like Jonnu.
Hell yeah. Let's get into some wide receiver talk. This is our waiver wire show. We know that you guys are going to be coming with the questions. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and take like questions in between each positional breakdown that we're going through.
And remember, we got.
We have Q&A, and we have Q&A tomorrow. We do have Q&A tomorrow.
Full episode on just answering all your questions. Tomorrow's the Q&A. Thursday, we got the pregame show, the Monkey Knife Fight pregame show. Monkey Knife Fight, give me money. Then on Friday, always check us out. Rumboyz After Dark goes down 6:00 p.m. PT, 9:00 Eastern. That's where you see the whole gang. We getting turned up. We also you have a panel there that you could throw some questions in here and there. We'll answer them. And then all the way up to Sunday morning, Rumboyz NFL AM, where we're answering your last minute questions. You know what I mean? Where it gets down to the gritty, where we have all the information from all the injuries, and it comes down to brass task. Just wanted to update them on everything we have coming every single week right here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network.
Oh no, dude, no, that's perfectly fine. I like that you took care of that. Let's dive into these wide receiver injuries this week. That man Keenan Allen goes down. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt me because I wanted to trade for Keenan Allen so bad. I don't have Keenan Allen shares. I don't have the Keenan Allen shares, and I wanted Keenan Allen shares, and not going to be able to give him. I mean, it sucks when you lose the number 25 overall wide receiver in PPR. They were back spasms. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, I had to put him on the list because it was such a short list of injuries. But
he's still listed with the questionable, so people are still going to he's going to be fine.
And Mike Williams too. Mike Williams, while we're on Keenan Allen, he had a hamstring on that very last play on that Monday nighter against the Saints. So monitor him too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then also Deontay Johnson, Juice Johnson, he went. He's been kind of been flip flopping back and forth, and that's really what's allowed.
Yeah.
For
he's important to list on this injury report because Claypool's been balling in his absence, so rushing Deontay Johnson back is not necessary for that Steelers
Well, he's
team.
expected to practice tomorrow.
Yeah. Wednesday's a good tell. Wednesday's the first legit injury report on week 7. You know what I'm saying? So we'll update you guys.
Yeah, I think that you guys could get Deontay Johnson back, and then Devontae Parker.
Yeah, he even though they're on a bye week, had to list it because it was a groin. Devontae Parker. He's a gangster, right? He reps the soft tissue injury gang. I mean? He been banging that thing for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And he reps the hamstring, he reps the groin. Bruh, I'm telling you, this is just what he does. He's literally been doing this his entire career. He flashed last year. If I'm anybody right now, I'm shipping off my Devontae Parker shares because it's also not Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not to say that Tua is not one of the
We're gonna
more.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Slow down. You're going way too.
I'm
Hold
going.
on.
Listen, man, light speed. Yeah,
I
thank you,
know.
thank you.
I know. We're
I
gonna
need this,
talk
Admiral.
about
I
the
need it.
Tua. I know. We're gonna talk about the Tua thing. We're gonna talk about the Tua thing. I see Memphis Maine dropped a question, and I'm saving that question to put up on the screen for a certain part of the episode.
Nice.
Yeah, no. I'm timing that bitch perfect. Let's go ahead and get into the wide receivers, of which that you guys could be looking at to grab off of waiver wires. The wide receiver position first. I'm gonna just add a quick disclaimer. The wide receiver position is loaded, has a lot of depth. I've looked around a lot of leagues. Most of you guys have depth at this. It's a common thing this year. So I'm gonna kind of read through this really quick. But before I do, I'm gonna take your question, Sean, because it's about wide receivers. You said AB talk is about to heat up again. You think he's worth the deep league bench stash at this point, or don't even deal with that headache? First things first, I don't think that the talk is going to heat up. I haven't heard anything, but that would be a shock to me.
And Admiral actually knows people in the industry, and we haven't heard anything about that talks. I think it's just, it's actually like it's clickbait, and like just remember, everybody, he's a piece of shit off the field, and there's a lot of issues that haven't been addressed, and they will be addressed. And if and when someone picks him up, he will be on the exempt list. We won't see him for the year. It's already
exactly. Don't even deal. Don't. Long story short, don't deal with the headache. Don't deal with that headache.
It won't be fantasy relevant because if he gets picked up by a team next week, right? Imagine this: he gets picked up by a team next week.
It's not worth it. It's not even worth it. But
he gets put on the exempt list. He'll miss 8 games. He'll get suspended for 8 games, and he'll be in the reality playoffs. That's it.
Yeah, like no.
If that team that picks him up actually makes it.
That's such a far stretch. Like you're going to like conspiracy theory territory. Like now, like
I'm a conspiracy theory bogey.
Yeah, that's not even going to happen. I don't think he even makes it back into the NFL ever again.
I like that because I am on that side.
Yeah, wide receivers, though that you guys should pick up. T. Higgins, Christian Kirk, AJ Green.
Listen, I had to put him on there. He balled out.
I'm not doing it, but we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the.
I didn't put Deshaun Jackson though.
I know you didn't.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. We're gonna. I'm gonna have something to say about Green. Preston Williams, Mike Williams, Travis Fulgham. You need to go get Travis Fulgham. Keenan Cole. You need to go get Keelan Cole. Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Zach Pasquale. Let me first really quick. All right. So I just want to go through quick bullet points with this list. T. Higgins, the fact that he is still underneath that barely underneath that 60% roster. Shame on you guys for not going to get him, and we keep mentioning him on the show, and he keeps going off. Yeah, pretty much since like week 2, week 3, week 3.
Week 3 because it was after that Thursday.
Yeah, week 3. Yeah. So shame on you guys. So that's the first off. AJ Green. That you want to do a risk assessment there. I would mainly be looking at AJ Green as a trade piece because in real life NFL, it is looking like he is going to be traded. Okay, per an inside source, I know that he is possibly going to be moved. Mike Williams with Keenan Allen not going down with anything super severe. I feel like that he is not super relevant. So I don't know if I'm burning a waiver claim on him this week.
But also, too, here's the thing is that when Keenan Allen went down on the Monday Nighter, that was Mike Williams' first game back from an injury. And when Keenan Allen was off the field, because he literally only played 1 drive, scored a touchdown, and he was out the game. Mike Williams showed rapport. So even if we can get Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, bruh.
What I'm saying with Mike Williams is that whenever Keenan Allen is on the field, Mike Williams gets you the yards. He does not get you the touchdowns. And what oftentimes happens at the end of your fantasy game, you look at Mike Williams and you go, fuck, I probably should have played this person.
He's in a boomer bust category then, huh?
Exactly. Travis Fulgham and Keelan Cole, they have been mentioned on this show the last 2 weeks. You need to go get them. Keelan Cole has definitely done enough to impress you in fantasy football. And if he is already rostered, I'd be willing to make a very low end move, a very low sell on him to try and get him from the other person. Because honestly, the person that has Keelan Cole is the only other person in your entire league that knows Keelan Cole's worth. More than likely, anyone else in your league is not looking at Keelan Cole.
Check this out, bro. How long we're going into week 7, right? So 5 out of 6 weeks, he's either had a touchdown or 100 yards. I think I might be right about that. I remember looking at it.
He's always put up doubles. Yeah, he's always put up doubles.
I remember looking at it like, what? Crazy.
And another name that I want to add to the wide receiver list is I cannot say his name. Zacharias O'Melody or whatever.
Zo.
That receiver, Zo, out in Atlanta, go and pick him up because per source, Atlanta is shopping Julio Jones and Matt Ryan.
There's a chance Matt Schaub in place of Matt Ryan.
I have no idea, dude. To be honest, yeah, I mean,
pick 6 Schaub.
I mean, it would. I mean, they're clearly this is going to be realigning with my take of them trying to tank for Trevor, which would probably be the best landing spot for Trevor. Like, so I think that's what this is. You have to clear up space, and you got to clear out house. You got to create a completely new culture. Yeah, and be winning with Julio or Matt. This goes back to my philosophy of you got those really good players. Go try and get yourself some draft picks. Go try and get yourself, some other pieces to really balance you out. Go try and trade those two away. Go get some defensive pieces and some draft picks. So I think that's where Atlanta is at. So be on the lookout for some things to really be happening here with the trade deadline approaching. I'm getting fed information routinely, and I will share that with you guys. I know a couple of guys.
Yeah, and because I know him, I always say I know a guy who knows a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know a couple of guys. I know
a guy who knows a guy. You know what I mean?
So,
I can get that lined up.
So look for those things, for those moves to possibly be happening around the league. Let's take some questions. Is there all right. Let me reread this. Is this the way the grammar was written? I'm sorry. Are there any players I should trade Ronald Jones for? He wrote, "Is there?" And I was like, whoa, holy shit.
Hey, listen, I'm about to say something totally crazy right now. This is
I have a feeling that I'm going to say the same thing. This
is off brand on Bogard. I'm holding on to Ronald Jones right now, bro.
Same.
I'm holding on to Ronald Jones, bro.
Same.
Like, bro, it's working. It's the same reason I loved Keyshawn Vaughn, because I wasn't a Rojo truther. Then they brought in Leonard Fournette and it fucked it all up. But you know what Leonard Fournette is? An afterthought over there.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette's about to be their Gus Edward. Like, if they're blowing teams out, then we'll see Leonard Fournette when he's back healthy.
Bro, exactly. He's doing work. Like it is free Rojo season. I do fully believe that.
Rojo's
and I feel like they've freed him.
It sucks that his yards after the catch aren't the greatest, but they just keep feeding him, bro. Like, in every aspect.
What really for me what really sucks is when you have a guy like Fournette in the backfield, that's always going to be in the back of your mind to play him, and I feel like that they're not going to be paying attention to.
But let's be honest, Leonard Foreskin's a piece of shit in real life. And
so, I know.
Yeah, like, he might not even be hurt right now. Like, he's an emergency. Like,
bro, he's not even a locker room guy. Like the things that I have heard.
Yeah.
Like, this is not good. Like, apparently he is not a person that you want to be around. He is not a guy that you grab a beer with after work.
He wanted $4 million. He got 3.5, and he didn't have to move far from Jacksonville to Tampa Bay. And Tom,
very lazy thing. Yeah, very very lazy. Yeah,
like, it's just not panning out. Like, when Leonard Fournette went over there, and shout out to the Fantasy Fornicator, man. A fellow Rumboy, also member of the Bears, Brews, and the Bros podcast. He was like, it's our homies. He was like, bro, anybody who's a Leonard Foreskin truther, Just shut up. And if you have him, when he has a good game, move him. And he only had one good game. And if you still have him, shame on you because he ain't done nothing for you since then.
Yup. And I told everybody that.
You said it too.
Yup.
All we do is drop real isms.
We really do.
Yeah.
PPR.
Shit that we would do.
Yeah. Blue Crew Shep. Holy shit.
Yo, that's so hard to say. I was trying to watch you read it right now. I was like, I can't even. Blue Crew Shep. Say that 7 times fast.
Yeah, Blue Crew Shep. First off, man, hope you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, brother.
Yep. Shout out to Blue Crew.
PPR.
Blue Crew Shep.
No worries. PPR needs to drop one. Gordon or Lindsey. My current running back depth is Kamara and Montgomery.
You have to drop one?
Yeah, he has to drop one. The Kamara, here's why. He says the Kamara owner with Latavius as a handcuff. Do you think Latavius is droppable? And chances are that no one picks him up this week.
We actually had Latavius Murray on our pickups this week because we like all the handcuffs. If you have room, if say you need these receivers or running backs and you don't get none of them, go get the handcuffs that are available.
Yeah, go get the.
Those guys, if those guys go down, you got a guy. Like if anything, God forbid anything happens to Alvin Kamara, or as I like to call him, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Bro, you got the chipmunk. You know what I mean? Latavius Murray.
I mean, and also their Blue Crew for the first part of your question, brother. What I'm worrying about there is
they don't got no IR spots in that league for sure.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
because you could have been tucking Melvin Gordon away in that IR right now.
Yeah, you could just tuck him away, and you should be able to keep those 3.
Melvin Gordon's on the verge of probably getting the boot, or suspension. It's looming.
No, he's not. They're not. Their report shows. Yeah, they're not going to discipline him. Yeah, they're pretty much treating it like, hey, everyone's gotten a DUI before.
I'm holding on to that backfield. Then I'm locking down. You know me, I have a habit of that.
Keep Kamara, Montgomery, and Gordon because Gordon's going to be back soon. He'll probably be back after this week. I think he's going to be back after this week. Try to move
Gordon. How about this? If you have a kicker in that league, drop that fucking kicker right now. Wait, and then try to move Gordon or try to move Gordon throughout the week. If you can't do it, then you make a decision because you got it's how many days till Sunday. I do this all the time. Get rid of the fucking kicker. Weight it all the way down. There's literally 20 something kickers available. You know what I mean? Don't fuck that kicker. I don't give a and if it's Justin Tucker, he's on a bye. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit about.
No, you're right.
Don't just drop Lindsey or Gordon like that because you're not.
Yeah, I'm not dropping running backs. I'm not dropping running backs this year. I'm finding every way. I'm finding every single scenario to not drop a running back
or move them for anything.
I will drop anything else off my fucking roster but a running back.
You know what I would do right there? I would find a running back needy motherfucker and I would be like, I have Gordon and Lindsey for you. Lock down this backfield.
Yep, lock down this backfield.
Give a 2 for 1.
Yep. Give me Gaskin. Give me fucking I'd go after something, bro.
I would be like, hey, bro, Myles Gaskin, it's gonna be different with Tua. I don't know if you want to risk that. Here's Gordon and Lindsey. Lock that down.
I promise you that if Tua, let's say Tua has the rookie woes. I promise you guys, if Tua has the rookie woes, that Gaskin will continue to be the person to eat.
Yeah, he would, because they're gonna. And listen, there's great coaching over there. This Dolphin team ain't no bums. They're not no bums.
J Love, we just covered that.
What up, J Love?
And our wide receivers, Keenan Allen he'll be back. It was just back spasms. He's fine.
J Love, you working tomorrow, man? Let's get you in this Q&A tomorrow, man. Let's get him in here.
Yeah, if he's off, right? If he's off, I'll send him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he ain't working, get down. You know what I mean? Let's get down.
We'll take one more really quick for our wide receivers session. Pick 2: Allen Robinson, Keenan Allen, AJ Brown, or Chase Claypool.
Player problems.
Yeah, player problems. Good player problems to have. I'm gonna rock AJ Brown. It's just so hard for me to not roll AJ Brown.
I'm gonna go Brown and A-Rob, the mob.
You're gonna go Brown and A-Rob. I'm gonna go Brown and Keenan Allen. If Keenan Allen is back healthy, then I'm.
Oh, you know what? Keenan Allen's playing the Jags.
Rocking Keenan Allen.
Oh, he's playing the Jags. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So that's
so
where I'm
it's so
at.
hard that he only has to choose two, man, because Claypool, if there's no Deontay Johnson, that thing is going to continue, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. If there's no Deontay Johnson, yeah, that's just definitely going to continue for Claypool.
Like
But like that's
Claypool, I'm not ranking him in my top 12 this week, but he's definitely in my
you
top
could very
24.
well see the Steelers pulling a typical Steelers thing, how they've done with Emmanuel Sanders, how they've done with AB. Well, AB that was like he forced his final way
Martavius
out of
Bryant,
Martavius Bryant.
AB,
Yeah,
Juju,
the,
James Washington, bro. The list goes on. There's just
they're
that organization finds them receivers.
look for them to either move to move someone to make room for Claypool. Claypool has made a name for himself.
They finna
Look for
move
someone to
Juju,
get
bro.
moved.
I don't think anybody wants Juju right now. But actually, I'm lying. People will take Juju. He's still on his rookie contract. Someone will take him.
There's talks. There's talks.
Oh,
There's
okay.
talks.
Listen, well, we'll talk off air.
I got a guy.
Yeah, I know, and I know a guy who knows the guy. So
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
So
Oh, I
this
need
trade
to know these
deadline,
things.
this trade deadline is about to be insane. Like I'm probably gonna be the least enthusiastic person during. Like I'm gonna come on air like super enthusiastic, but like really in the back of my
Because you
mind,
want
like
everybody to go to your football team, and like I think the football team they kind of want Trevor in that sense too.
yeah, I think it'll
Hey,
be
Trevor's going to
interesting.
NFC East, isn't he?
Yeah, well, Dwayne Haskins is going to be moved, so they're the Skins are definitely involved in it, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be insane. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Yes.
Tight ends. Zach Ertz and Jonnu Smith went down this week. We don't really know too much about Jonnu.
They say it's a minor.
Yeah, they say it's a minor injury, so I do expect Jonnu to suit up and play. I'm kind of treating Jonnu the same way I treated Mark Andrews last year, where every week Mark Andrews had that questionable next to his name, but he was always going to roll out. Like you reached a point where eventually you're like, okay, like by like week 7 last year, you were like, I know that he's going to play.
They give the youngster the veteran treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, so that's where I'm going.
Jonnu's been around for a minute now. Actually, if you think about it, he's been here for like 4 years, I think.
Yeah. So yeah. John, like
he's
3.
Been behind.
He's been behind Delaney Walker.
Delaney Walker. Yeah.
Like
Shout
2
out
seasons,
to Delaney.
like 2-3 seasons. Let's see here. So waiver wire pickups at the tight end position. I cannot stress this first one enough because we hit on it last week.
Yep.
And
everyone called us crazy.
Yeah, everyone, the amount of fucking DMs that were like, you're stupid, you're fucking dumb. And
it's so funny because it's like, not, first of all, I wouldn't even care about the coaching correlation with Trey Burton and Frank Reich. Like, Frank Reich was there with the Eagles when they drafted Trey Burton, right?
Nope.
Then, if you put that aside, and you just look at the fact that he was running, ever since he came off that calf injury, he's running way more routes than any of the other tight ends over there. It was a no fucking brainer. And they're so wounded at the wide receiver position. Phillip Rivers is like, listen, I don't even like throwing to wide receivers anyway. Let me just throw it to all the tight ends. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah. No, I agree. Trey Burton, he went off. One of the things I want to point out with
they have a bye week.
One of the things that I want to point out with Trey Burton is I told you guys about the utilization of the trick plays with Trey Burton.
Oh yeah, come on, the Philly special.
Yeah, I told you guys.
The Philly special was an iconic play in the Super Bowl. Like this man played quarterback in high school, so like. There's a threat. They'll put him in a wildcat sometimes. Like
they use him for trick plays all the time.
Trey Burton's a guy, bro. He's a boy. I'm from the Bay Area. When you the shit, they say you a boy. Oh, he a boy.
Word. Like I dig that.
He a boy, bro. You know what I mean?
Hayden Hurst.
Because a lot of people, he's teetering around. The reason he's not under the threshold. He's teetering around it. But the reason I put him on there is because a lot of people done dropped the game. Hayden Hurst Helmsley, it's time to play the game, right? They done dropped that man because they've been upset with him.
You know and then he just went off. Yeah, he just went off. Yeah, I'm not dropping Hayden Hurst.
If you have Mark Andrews right now, you're scrambling, or you got an injured Jonnu. If Hayden Hurst Helmsley or Ertz, who just sucks. Ertz sucks, dude. Like, and listen, I kick it with you enough. and I respect Ertz and what he's done in his career,
I'm
but
ready
I
for
know
Ertz to
enough
fucking
that
go.
I'm kicking with you enough that I'm like, I can just look at it cut and dry, like, yo, Ertz sucks.
No, it's all
He
good.
lost it.
He
He lost
he
it.
kind of did after that Super Bowl year. Like it started going down. I don't
He
think he
lost
lost
it
it.
this year.
I don't think
Last year,
he lost it.
he
I
lost it
think
last year
Carson
too.
Wentz. I think Carson Wentz is like is he's just a victim of Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz is balling, bro, and behind the
Fuck
back
Carson
line.
Wentz.
Okay, how about this? I forgot to put this name on there. Everyone monitor Dallas Goedert too, because he could be back this week.
He could be back this week. Dallas Goedert could be back this week if blah blah blah. If Dallas Goedert is not back this week, you play Richard Rodgers.
Double R?
Yes. I'm telling you.
You're a savage for that, bro.
He is going to get the start. He is going to get the start.
He's just a better blocker than anything. That's why I say that.
Bro, you play fucking Richard.
You know what? Against the Giants, I'm not mad at that. I would recommend that.
Bro,
if you're in a bind, a deeper league woes.
Bro, if I end up not being able to get a fucking tight end in one of my leagues.
And my bad, your man's too. My man's too, bro. Logan
Thomas. Y'all need to go get Logan Thomas.
Because he teeters around that threshold of 60% ownership. Bruh, Logan Thomas, bruh. Let's go.
Shame on you again. We've been mentioning Logan Thomas.
We have.
We've been mentioning that name. Dalton Schultz. So JT Williams asked Robert Tonyan or Dalton Schultz.
Let me ask you the question, Robbie. I've been asking you this question every time someone asks us about Robert Tonyan. Is Robert Tonyan production a product of a absent Devontae Adams, a.k.a. Adams family?
Yeah.
Right? I kind of agree with that.
So that's why you have to go Dalton Schultz for you,
because
JT.
We needed to see what it looked like with Andy Dalton. So are we going to see Dalton more? Because he was targeting him. I mean, what was his? I wasn't, I didn't really care much for that stat line of any of those players on Monday or last night. But what was Dalton Schultz's stat line, like his target share?
Let me double check that.
Yeah, because this was the first full game with Dalton starting. Because that might be a thing, bro. Dalton's history with the Bungles.
Could we be looking at Dalton and Dalton?
Yeah,
he put up 9.5 fantasy points. He snagged 4 passes, 35 yards.
How many targets?
4.
4
or 4 out of his 5 targets.
Okay, so you had 5 targets. So he's in a tight end 3 area, and but little to no touchdown upside because there's too many other weapons there. Plus Zeke is there to punch it in when they get down there into the red. He's a safe play, but expect 4 for 48, like type of shit every week. Yeah. Robert Tonyan, I don't know, man. I just, it's outside of Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, then it's Robert Tonyan. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's too shitty oppins to me, actually, because I'm not a Robert Tonyan truther, and like everybody come for my throat if he balls out this week and I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But
hey, I'm gonna be honest. I prefer fucking. I don't know how I'd want that to work out. Never mind. I was gonna say I'd prefer for Tonyan to ball out over Dalton.
I would too.
Yeah,
and I know you're not just being biased. I see you caught yourself mid statement. You're like, I don't want to say
shit. Like I'm having a week of just digging into fucking Dallas fans.
I will say this though, Robert Tonyan is someone I wouldn't release unless there was something else on the waiver of the options like Logan Thomas or a Trey Burton. And
exactly,
actually, you need someone this week.
Anthony Fersker, like.
Oh, there it is too. Okay, if he has both of those guys, I'm assuming. So you don't really need to rush to pick some. That he said he has Tonyan or Dalton Schultz.
Oh yeah. He was like Tonyan or Dalton. Yeah.
Yeah. So but I would look to see if Trey Burton's there or
Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, maybe even Jimmy Graham, because even though Jimmy Graham's tight end, touchdown or bust, they're looking to him more often than
They're
not.
looking to him. Yeah, exactly. At least
Yeah,
they're looking.
in
You
the
know
red
when they
zone.
get into the rum zone that they're looking for him.
Yeah, because you know what, too? I'm going to be honest. At the end of the day, there's no more Dak Prescott in Dallas. And Dak
Yeah,
Prescott, he's a playmaker, bruh. So if
exactly.
you're open, he'll find you. Now it's just Dalton who's running a system.
Exactly.
What's his name? Mike McCarthy. Can you name me a tight end in Mike McCarthy's Green Bay system when he was with Green Bay for all those years? Is there a relevant tight end we can speak of? No. What, Jermichael Finley maybe?
No,
That was
so
a
yeah,
long
no,
fucking
I
time
like the
ago.
point. I like the point that you make. I like the
Yeah.
point that you make. Blue Crew Chet, pick two,
Hey, make
Claiborne,
sure you
Higgins, or
subscribe,
Cup.
Blue Crew. You feel me? Hit
Uh,
that subscribe.
he says pick two, Claypool, Higgins, or Cup. Higgins and Cup.
I would go
Fuck,
hit.
that's a good problem to
I would
have.
go. I would go. Cup is playing. Who are the Rams playing this week? Shit, I was like
Fuck, I was just
I was
looking
like
at
they're playing the Dolphins, but
Bears.
they're playing the Bears. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go Claypool. How about this? If Deontay Johnson doesn't play, I would go Cup and who was the other dude? Hold on, let me pull it back up. Who was it? It was Claypool, Cup,
Higgins.
and Higgins. Higgins to me, bro, must play against the Browns.
Oh yeah, I feel like
The
I
Browns
think he's definitely
secondary
must play.
sucks, and Higgins eating. Higgins hasn't had that blow up game, but he also has had a steady ass floor. He's not, you know what I mean?
That's why I say play Higgins.
Yeah.
That's why I say you gotta play Higgins.
Higgins and Claypool. I'll go with the rookies there. If there's no Deontay Johnson, rolling out Claypool.
I like it. I honestly like that. Like that take. Like, way to go, bold, Bogart, and the chances to make champions.
Yeah, bruh. I mean, Cooper Kupp, some of the best hands in the world in the NFL right now. He was dropping things left and right last week. What the fuck happened? Now he's gonna play that Bears secondary. And so imagine Jared Goff. He's going to be under pressure from Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn and Roquan Smith. All them motherfuckers is coming at him.
Start looking at weather too. Whenever you guys are getting into the start factoring in some of that as well. You guys saw on an inclement weather game last night. That's how we hit. That was a big deciding factor on how we hit.
Sure was.
Udai Bindra. I have Chubb, Carson, Devontae, Amari, Lockett, and Justin Jefferson. Which receiver should I trade for a running back? Well, we're not trading Justin Jefferson. DK has kind of taken over, and Lockett's kind of becoming like an afterthought slowly. But I feel like he's still going to eat. Devontae Adams, so tough to move him. Amari Cooper constantly disappears, but he still has fantasy values.
I'm moving Cooper.
Yeah.
I might even take Cooper and Chubb and try to bring back Derrick Henry or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
That'd be bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out. I like that.
I'm getting off the Dallas train. I don't want anything to do with the Pooper Scooper or Gallup or CeeDee Lamb, and I'm comfortable being wrong. You know what I mean? I'm always looking to improve. And people that are needy, you know what I mean? I'm taking two pieces and bringing back one.
What I like about that take, right? What I like about that take about the getting off the Dallas train is you know that people are going to
look at it and look shiny.
It's gonna look so like, holy fuck! Why aren't people? You guys need to be fucking sending out your Dallas. Oh my god!
Have you seen some of the trades I be making? Like,
yeah.
Did you see? Like, I'm like, shout out to the plug, but like, you know, at the time when I was feeling skeptical about Antonio Gibson and Hollywood Brown, I went and brought back Kenny Golladay. I needed a receiver. I'm gonna move these guys. Yeah, let me feel where I feel like I'm improving.
That's a really good trade. Like I definitely try and definitely move.
And I'm
Amari.
shooting high. If I can't get Derrick Henry, then I move to the next tier. Oh, let me see if I can get Chris Carson. You know what I mean? Because I want big dog running backs. Yep. He has phenomenal receivers over there. Give me some more big dog running backs.
Yep, give me some running backs. Like with those receivers, bro. Yeah, hell yeah, you could do some things. Really quick here. Blue Crew said, "Hey yo, I am a subscriber."
Oh yeah, man, thank you.
He's like, you
We
guys have helped me
appreciate it.
reach. You guys have helped me reach 4-2 status. Fuck
Oh
yeah,
hell yeah!
that's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
That's the shit that I'm talking
Right?
about.
Oh, let's get you to the dance, and then let's get you to
Let's
the chip.
let's get you a fucking Super Bowl. He says, last question, gentlemen. PPR, Higbee or Tanyan? We're going Higbee. We're going Higbee all day.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'd probably go Higby because, okay, especially immediately, the Rams are playing. Oh, Chicago. Chicago is as great as they are against outside receivers. They've been susceptible to the tight end position because their linebacker core is too busy monitoring the run half the time. And Eddie Jackson, as much as I respect him covering the tight end, he gets got. So, like, if you look at Gronk, remember a couple weeks ago on a Thursday nighter, Gronk and Cameron Brate, they combined for a tight end one outing against those Bears. Who did the Bears play last week? Help me out here. Oh, okay. That's a bad example because they played the Panthers and Ian Thomas didn't do nothing crazy.
It wasn't. Yeah,
but you can attack that Bears defense with the tight end position. So I would go with Higbee there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's going up against Houston this week. Tanyan's going up against Houston.
Damn, Houston's bad against everything.
Houston's bad against fucking everything.
I mean, look at when Jonnu Smith rolled his ankle, what happened? Anthony Ferkser, who we forgot to mention earlier.
Yeah.
Anthony Ferkser, bruh. He came in and balled.
You know what?
We're gonna go Tanyan there.
I'm gonna go Tanyan. Like KB is like the super obvious choice, and that's what makes Blue Crew's question just
kind of tougher than usual.
Exactly, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna go Tanyan because you know what? Houston's defense just sucks. Like every time that me personally, when I see that I have someone playing versus Houston, like they're on my bench, I'm like setting my lineup. I'm like, oh, let's move you to start.
Yeah, and also too, it is Tuesday. Don't be married to that take that me or Robbie's.
Yeah, don't marry that take right now. Yeah. We're gonna be live.
We're gonna be live every day. So just we'll walk you through this thing. We got you at 4-2. And you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure we make some accurate decisions for you or with you, I should say. So, you know what I mean? We'll put a pin in that because honestly, the Robert Tanyan thing, it still screams to me Devontae Adams needs to be hurt. You know what I mean?
Thomas.
But it is Houston.
Thomas asked, do I trade CEH, the Fresh Prince of Hilaire, and the Bucks defense for Kenyon Drake? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. No.
I would even rock the Bucks defense this week.
No, we're not getting. Look.
We haven't got to streaming defenses yet, but they're on there.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second. Listen, guys, when it comes to CH, the kids still put up a hundo. Okay, I think I think that he's still gonna do that. And let me just remind people of something. Okay. I know that I'm very much on record utilizing the fact that he does not see the end zone. He does not get the touchdowns.
He got him, and there's so many flags on him.
Yeah, if he were to have his last 2 touchdowns, he would have had 3 touchdowns this year.
Still not good.
I mean, but you're looking compared to some where some of the other guys are. I mean, you're still looking at a decent running back.
More than decent.
Yeah, I'm not.
Have you seen him run? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the chat.
You're right. You're right. More than decent. You are correct. I'm not moving CEH just yet. I need to see what's actually going to happen after what he did this past week in week 6. I need to see, especially him in the rain against the Buffalo Bills. I need to see what's going to happen when you're splitting carries. Because how much are you really going to use Le'Veon? Is Le'Veon going to be kind of like Fournette in Tampa, where it's like they don't really need you? They don't Tampa doesn't need you.
Leonard Fournette sucks. Here's the thing. Let's look at last night's game. Let's look at the entirety of the year all the way up into this point. Nothing has changed with CEH usage. They take him out on passing when it's a clear 3rd and long. They're going to take him off the field, put in Darrell Williams. Because Darrell Williams is a better pass blocker than the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But Darrell Williams is not even that great of a pass protector. That he can't shred. He's shredding no blitzes. He gets knocked down even. That's why the allure of bringing in Bell is that much better. Matter of fact, they just want to stay with loaded pockets. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Why not get more weapons? And here's the thing with Bell is if Bell assumes that 40% of the timeshare and CEH can stay with his early down work and sprinkled into the pass game here and there, he's going to be missing out on everything he's already been missing out on. Only thing is it'll be a shiny-ass Le'Veon Bell in that role. He's already been getting taken out on the red zone carries. He's in the red zone packages. He's already been taken out on 3rd down in pass protecting situations. If we could just keep it like that, 60-40, hey, we say we get to 50-50 or 55-45. They're not giving up on the first round pick that Patrick Mahomes said, I want him.
There you go. No, I'm with it. I'm with it. I like to take.
Plus, I'm biased. I love the Fresh Prince. So
no, I know that you are. Really quick, let's talk streaming QBs. Okay. Really fast. No worries. Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa. We are talking streaming all rookies right now. Okay. Again, that's Justin Herbert. That's Joe Burrow. That's Tua Tagovailoa. You guys need to be going out and getting those guys if you're hurt at the quarterback position. If you were rocking Fitzpatrick in single QB and now he's benched, like in single QB, Tua should be available to you. I see no reason why in single QB, Tua isn't somebody that you could go and grab. Now, I also want to add there. These are also options that you guys should be looking at as far as your QB2 or your super flex in your in your 2 QB leagues, in your leagues where you play 2 QBs. So I want to make sure that I throw that out there as well. Just because that these kids are rookies, these guys are rookies, doesn't mean that they should be overlooked, and doesn't mean that you shouldn't try and go and get them. So yeah, I mean that's really what I have to say in regards to streaming the QBs. Bogart, by the way, I just mentioned, I was like, we're this week for streaming QBs. We're talking all rookies: Tua, Herbert, Burrow.
Well, Tua's on a bye week, but he's worth a pickup. Yeah, he's worth a pickup because honestly, he could be even a trade piece. Like, people are so enamored by the razzle dazzle of a Tua Tagovailoa. You know what I mean? But also, I think I'm not scared of the Rams in that sense neither. Like, because he will come back and play the Rams in week 8. Justin Herbert, you know the answer to this, Robbie. Why is he our number 1 streaming option this week?
Oh, well, bro, he's just been going off. That's my reason.
He's playing the Jags.
Oh yeah, whenever you're playing the Jags,
yeah,
it makes it
right.
Life is significantly easier for you. The Jags defense is not
fucking phenomenal last week against the number 1 defense overall, and now he's playing the Browns.
Yo, Jair Alexander coming in here with the fake news, talk about some Packers trade for Odell official. No, it is not.
Why is that guy if I'm a coach of a team, and Matt LaFleur is a fairly younger coach.
Don't type fake news in the chat.
Yes, I would. I'm telling. Yeah, I know. You know what? We've been having some fake news typing motherfuckers, huh?
Don't type fake news in the chat.
But you know what, though? We know. We know when it's not real or not. We're tapped in, bruh.
The CFZ asks, what's good, the CFZ?
Oh, what up, CFZ? That's my man's right there. Hey, that's my guy right there. What up, Zeno?
Subscribe if you
Oh
have not already.
shit.
He said,
That's my man's right there, bro.
nothing Tua should be starting right now. All right, so I do want to address this topic. Absolutely, positively not. I don't
Yeah,
think
I was
so.
about to say you talked about this at length
Um,
off air with me.
look, you
Hey, real quick,
gotta.
man. Shout out to my man CFZ, man. That's my guy, man.
I
Shout out to my
understand.
guy. I've been hella busy. I haven't been able to reach out to my guy, man. And congratulations, man. Once again, man. He just got married a couple months back. That's my guy. Go ahead,
Fuck
continue,
yeah,
Javi.
fuck yeah. But nah. You need to win the games. You need to win the games. Fitzpatrick has been the one winning you the games. Yeah, he threw a pair of interceptions, but look at the amount of quarterbacks that have gone out there and have thrown picks, and they still have their fucking jobs, and no one's running around trying to replace them.
But
I
there
get,
isn't a high draft capital rookie behind him.
I get. Me personally, I would have taken the Aaron Rodgers approach. I would have taken the Patrick Mahomes approach. I would have sat him for at least a whole year. These things prove to work out. Aaron Rodgers sat, I believe, for like 2.
But as much as Ryan Fitzpatrick is phenomenal for fantasy, in reality, he's never made the playoffs, never played a playoff game. Yeah, he's a Harvard graduate.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He knows the NFL.
Look at the examples.
You're second in the AFC East.
Let's look at the examples you just said.
You're second in the AFC East.
Aaron Rodgers, he was behind a legend, Brett Favre.
It doesn't matter.
Alex Smith got to NFC championships and to the playoffs religiously.
Okay.
And he got to lace up Patrick Mahomes.
They're second in the AFC East.
Yeah, you're right. You know what's crazy too is if I wanted to argue your point when you said they're 3-3 right now, second in the AFC East. He's the reason they're winning. He also did lose an equal amount of games. And really, I asked you this off air too, so I know your answer to this. But do you think this is more of an ownership call right here?
Oh yeah.
Right?
I mean they're saying that Brian Flores is behind the decision and everything. Look, like here's my here. I get this probability probably is not going to happen, but what if he goes out there and stinks it up? What if you go out? What if you guys go out there and you go from being second in the goddamn AFC East? You need to remind everyone that there is the extra playoff spot available this year now because of the new CBA. So you have an opportunity to make it into the playoffs, possibly. If Tua goes out there and stinks it up, how many games are you going to sit there and just keep letting Tua rock? What if Tua keeps doing it? Are you really going to let your fans? There's been 21 fucking different starting quarterbacks. Hang on, there's been 21 different starting quarterbacks for this organization.
He knew I was about to chime in right there. He said, "Hold on."
since Marino, okay. Don't you think that you owe it to your fans to at least see right now while you're second in your division to at least see how high to that mountain you can climb? You owe it to your fans.
I'm gonna relate it to my Niners when we had Alex Smith and Kaepernick was in the cut. You know what I mean? When Alex Smith got a concussion, it was probably like week 9, week 10. We had a winning record, and then when we entered Kaepernick, it opened up an entirely new playbook. No one could figure us out for a good minute, and it lasted all the way through the playoffs. We got to the Super Bowl. Like, you're giving this man. They're like, and you told me this off air. You're like, why the fuck are they giving defensive coordinators an extra week to game plan for him?
Yeah, like you gave NFL level. You gave NFL
and it's the Rams.
Level.
He's gonna play the Rams when he gets off.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like you're setting this. If you're gonna start Tua and you're gonna announce Tua as a starter, you start him the second time that you fucking face the Jets.
Yeah, give him a confidence booster.
Yeah, give him a confidence booster. You don't go out there.
But you know what, too? Being 3-3 and having a bye week, you get him acclimated. You throw him out there, right?
You better get him damn good acclimated. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I actually didn't have that much faith in Ryan Fitzpatrick. I called us having a Tua sighting right after their bye week. I didn't think that Ryan Fitzpatrick would have him at 500. I didn't think they would have him at 500. So I think it's total disrespect. I mean, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's good for 2 picks. When he's Ryan Fitz, when he's Fitz Magic, he's good for 2 picks. When he's Fitz Tragic, that's when he's 4 or 5 picks. That we didn't see the Tragic Man yet,
and we haven't exactly. So that's why I'm like, why are you pulling him? Like, it has not gotten that bad. It has not gotten that bad. Shit's been bad. Like he threw 2 picks.
It was all good just a week ago,
dude. It was like. I'm literally trying to figure out, like just because he fucking walked out to the middle of the to the middle of the field to the couple of yard line and fucking sat there on his phone and FaceTimed his mom and it made a great goddamn story, and all of a sudden everybody on social media was like, "Oh, Tua is such a great, awesome guy," and now you need to make him the starter. I'm sorry, you need things. You have to make you got to make I don't know. You gotta better fucking decisions. Definitely gotta make better decisions. Let's talk streaming defenses really quick. I hope that it works out for Tua. I don't want anyone to take my emotion as for it to not work out for Tua.
You're really just concerned with him being a talent of that caliber coming off that type of injury.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, it's not. It has nothing to do with Tua. This has everything to do with the fact that you're second in the AFC East. Yeah, you've been winning. Like, this seems like a very not NFL.
Can we have fun with level. This? Let's look at the schedule coming up. They got the Rams, and I don't remember off memory who they got after that.
Bro, I'll definitely look at the schedule really quick.
Let's look at this because
while I'm pulling up, I'm gonna run down this list of streaming defenses, guys, really quick. List of defenses you can stream this week. Kansas City, Chargers, Philadelphia, Washington, Giants, Tampa Bay Bucks, and Chicago. Bucks, Chicago, KC are all ones I'd be more confident in.
Yeah. But here, and you know why I have KC at the top? Because the Chiefs, they got this week, they got the Broncos with a wounded Drew Lock. And, Drew Lock's still trying to learn the game, let's be honest. And then you could hold on to them goddamn Chiefs because they play the goddamn Jets next week.
Goddamn Jets.
The goddamn Jets.
Yeah. Nah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Really quick. So they're gonna play after the bye. They'll play the Rams, the Cardinals, the Chargers, the Broncos, the Jets, the Bengals. So you get Broncos, Jets, Bengals. Those are your 3 easy ones.
Arizona too, though. It was Andy Dalton. No, it was Andy Dalton. Let's not.
No. Buda Baker's still on that defense. I'm not doing that.
You're right. You're right. I'll give you that.
Buda Baker versus a rookie. Oh God.
You're right.
Chiefs, Patriots, Raiders, Bills. That's how the fuck you end out the season. So you're gonna hope for 3 games that he looks really fucking good. It sounds like a really stupid strategy to me. I don't know, Cotton, but we'll see how it's going to work out.
Damn, dude. This
bold strategy.
I kind of don't like whether I could have seen them entering him to against like the Cardinals maybe. Like they could have waited a little bit longer. But let's be honest too about the Rams, man. The Rams, my Niners they look like the Niners again.
Look, put it like this.
Against those Rams,
put it like this. If Tua goes out his first outing and looks damn good, that's when I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop Fitzpatrick. If Tua goes out and he stinks it up, I'm hanging on to Fitzpatrick. I'm going to be like, all right, you need to put him back in so I can put him back into my fantasy lineup. And you better hope that you benching him does not take the magic out.
In my 14-team super flex, where quarterbacks are a commodity, right? As soon as the Tua news broke, somebody jumped, the Tua owner, who's not even using him, been holding on to him, he jumps in the chat and he goes, Tua's on the block. I go, I'll give you Rivers for him straight up. He goes, send it. And then I text him, what's up? Text him out on the side, outside the group chat. And he's like, yeah, bro, when I get home. And I'm like, come on, pull the trigger, because I would love that
pull
Tua.
The fucking trigger, bro.
I love that Tua. You know why? Because I'm blinded by the allure. You know what I mean?
Oh well, I mean you're that type of guy. I mean,
in super flex,
in super
like
flex,
as my third QB, give me that.
Let's see here. You said you mean the New York Paper Planes, right? Flores definitely not showing that Belichick patience for damn sure. Saints
No,
defense or
he's not.
Washington defense.
But you know what? No, hold on. I want to go back to that. I want to go back to that statement. Belichick had Drew.
Washington.
Belichick had. Yeah, I'll go Washington. Belichick had Drew Bledsoe, bro, and when he knew Drew Bledsoe was done, he put in Tom Brady, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he knew that he was done. He knew that he was done. Like well, that's a bad comparison. That was a bad comparison, Bogart.
No, it's not. When was the last time the New England Patriots were a championship team against the Rams in a Super Bowl? Right, a couple years ago. Who was the D coordinator there? It was B-Flow. He was over there.
Okay, that's him as a defensive coordinator.
Yes, but being a part of that family tree and being successful against good teams, being able to game plan and being able to think that they could game plan well enough.
Then okay, so then all right. So this doesn't tell you how many Belichick disciples have really gone on and been fucking really great. Like every Belichick disciple,
why I bring up
every Belichick disciple has had problems, especially with decision making. This seems like a very bad fucking decision to make.
But Brian, that's why I asked you, and you agree with me that this is probably an up top decision. You know what I mean?
And this is something you're doing to appease the media.
I still say this though, Chan Gailey. And then with the guidance of Ryan Fitzpatrick, let's remember he's a Harvard graduate. He's a very intelligent man. You know what I mean? There's a reason he's been semi-successful on 12 different teams. You know what I mean? He's a journeyman. He's probably one of the greater mentors to have. This might be a case of Tua is healthy enough.
Yes, as much time as he's had off, it's not a question of Tua is healthy enough. Like that should not even be in anyone's mind. That's not even a figment of my imagination.
If I'm running an organization and I spend a high draft capital on Tua, I'm getting him as much time. He's okay.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I that's why I feel like, maybe this is a little bit early. Like, do I think that Tua's gonna come in and stink it up?
They put him in against the Jets, and he looked semi-okay. What was that, 2 for 2, you said?
2 for 2 and 9 yards.
Yeah, and then the media goes crazy.
The media goes crazy because it's fucking Tua. Okay? And the media, if Tua does not do well, then the media's going to bury Tua.
Yeah, and that's kind of bad for a young QB, too.
So you just... And you're Miami. You just went through this when you tried to draft Rosen, and that didn't work out.
Trade for Rosen even.
Yeah. You traded. Yeah, if I'm Miami, I'm playing fucking conservative as fuck, even on the business side of football. And I'm like, yo,
and they are playing with house money right now.
Because you have
because they got all the draft picks.
You have all the picks.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Get the wins. You don't need to fucking lose games. You don't need to run this experiment right now. Get into the fucking playoffs. You could have. I wholeheartedly believe that the Miami Dolphins possibly could have fucking made it into the
7th seed.
Yeah, I really think they could have made it into the 7th seed. I think that could have been a fucking possibility.
The AFC is super deep this year as far as top end.
It is, but I mean, when you factor in how players have been going down all year,
who's better, the Browns or the Dolphins?
I mean,
that's arguably
the Browns are better, but the Browns. I mean, you don't know.
They're going to be fighting. They're going to be fighting for that 7th seed. The Browns, the Dolphins. Help me out here. What other teams are looking sneaky right now? Maybe even the Chargers. You know what I mean?
Chargers, Titans.
Yeah, the Titans are leading that division.
The Titans are
leading that division clearly. You know what I mean? The Steelers leading that division clearly.
Yep.
You know what I mean? One of them's finna get a loss this week because they're playing each other. But with all that said, that 7th seed is up for grabs, and it's going to be either the Browns or the Dolphins right now as it stands. The Browns, the Dolphins. That's why I was like, help me out.
There's a lot of different combinations and a lot of different scenarios.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right there.
So maybe this is their preemptive
the Chargers
strike.
Maybe sneak in, or I mean the Cardinals, and whatever. There's so many different fucking things.
I'm talking AFC specifically because
I'm sorry. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, at the end of the fucking day, it's stupid to me to make this decision. You're making a decision just to appease us, the press carrying members, the press badge carrying members, um, and me personally, as a member of the media, I didn't sign up for this fucking headline.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? That came out the cut, huh? And I remember when I was talking to you about it, you're like, "Oh, we're talking about it tonight." I was
Yeah, I
like,
was like, oh,
I was like,
bringing it
"Oh
up.
shit, we are." Huh? I was like, "That's for damn sure we are."
I mean,
And
because see, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm acting off emotion right now too,
Yeah,
because
well,
I like the kid.
I like Tua. I like Tua. You know,
I
did
like
I?
the story. I like the skill set.
Yeah, but damn, like, did I think that I just believe if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What are you trying to go and fix right now? Like, what if you end up breaking what the fuck was already fixed?
It's half
What if
broke.
you already?
If they're sitting at 500, it's half broke.
I mean,
Or you could say it's half fixed.
yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's just depending on how you want to look at it. I mean,
Yeah.
if like I said, second in the AFCs, I'm waiting.
Yeah,
I would have
that's
waited until
phenomenal.
shit.
They're above the Patriots right now.
Yeah,
Let's
I would have
go.
waited until shit got catastrophic, bro. I honestly would have waited until like when shit gets catastrophic. That's when I would have,
And let's be clear too. The Patriots are only third right now because they only played 5 games.
hmm hmm
You know what I mean? So,
But
and
still,
that last game was a blunder because, goddamn it, it was Cam coming off the COVID, no practice with his team.
Golf Hawk, what it do?
What up, Golf Hawk?
We'll take one more really quick. CFZ says, "Can we talk about my stubborn, stupido ass team owner, Jerry Wayne Jones? What is there? What is there necessarily to say? I mean, this is
Hey, Zeno, text me, bro. I need, you know what I'm saying? I lost all my contacts. Text me. I mean, I could message you, but text me, bro. Text me. I gotta lock you back in. You my guy, man.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of terms of Jerry Jones, I mean, it's either he's gonna pay Dak or he's not. He's probably looking at the way the defense has performed this year, and he's probably thinking about the not so that he can invest in the defense.
I think they're gonna pretend to play their best and then get Trevor.
How are you gonna? How are you? So they're essentially gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen.
They're not tanking. They're gonna, like I said, they're gonna not even pretend. They're gonna try to play their best, and it's just not.
Knowing that the Atlanta Falcons are literally shopping Matt Ryan and Julio Jones.
They have the same amount of wins as the Cowboys right now. The Falcons, right?
Yes, currently,
but
they're literally
lost to the Cowboys, so the Cowboys have that on them.
Yeah, literally
the Falcons have that on them.
Yeah, they're literally trying to. The Falcons are clearly, to me, from what I know behind the scenes, are clearly trying to make way and start a new culture. I don't think like if Dallas is, you have to also think
Jerry
about
Jones is a bad owner. I'm saying it. He just knows how
Jerry
to
Jones
pay
is a bad owner.
Jerry Jones knows how to pay his players, and he fucked up not paying.
I also want to bring this up. I also want to bring this up out there too. With this whole like tank for Trevor thing, guys, stop trying to write a fucking narrative for every
Stop doing Bogart shit.
Yeah, stop trying to literally people are like, oh, the Washington football team's about to tank for Trevor. Oh, fuck it, the Falcons are going to tank for Trevor. Oh, this team. Pick a team and ride with that shit.
Yeah, bro. 2 weeks ago, motherfuckers are telling me, like Niner fans that I know, they're like, "Oh, bro, we should just tank for Trevor." I said, "No."
Yeah, like every team right now, everyone's running around out the fucking woodwork like they tank for Trevor.
We might even fuck around and end up with Matt Ryan next year.
Bro, people need to take free agency. People need to take free agency into account. People need to take into account trades. People need to take into account that there's more than
cap
one
space.
Cap space. There's more than one. There's more than one fucking quarterback in college football than fucking Trevor Lawrence,
Justin Fields,
Trey Lance. Like, guys, come on. I'm honestly with the whole tank for Trevor, like stuff. Like, I'm like done with like the whole hype because I'm like.
Yeah, I don't really throw my hat into that because every week that tank for Trevor shit it changes up every week.
Bro,
You know what I
but,
mean?
but not even just that with the whole tank for Trevor thing. Every analyst, every podcast, every show has something different. Like you know, and it's kind of becoming like
I
a
will
very
say
click.
Jerry
It's
Jones,
becoming a very clickbaity thing.
I will say Jerry Jones, if they can position themselves somehow, some way to get in position to get Trevor Lawrence, they'll probably try to double franchise tag Prescott
So,
and have him sit for a year behind Prescott.
oh hell no.
They would do
Prescott's
that.
not doing that. Prescott's
I'm
not
saying,
taking another tag.
but
He's not taking
Prescott,
another franchise
only
tag.
the Raiders organization will overpay a guy who hasn't accomplished much coming off an injury, and that would be Prescott. And
No,
give him $40 million a year.
There's a lot of fucking organizations that'll pay Dak Prescott.
That have money to give $40 million.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that are they'll go out there and be desperate.
Maybe.
Think about it, especially because everyone's driving the narrative of Trevor, Fields, Lance. That's really the only fucking quarterbacks in college football that anyone's talking about. Like, let's be honest. Yeah. You know, like, no one gives a fuck about Bo Nix. Like, I mean, like, come on,
and watch him be the illest out of the whole pack.
Like, dude, I'm like this is me just being completely logical. Like, only one team is going to be able to get Trevor Lawrence. We see this every year with the top of the draft, where these teams they get the top, they try and go and get the top quarterback, and you know 9 times out of 10 it usually does not work out for them. You know,
or maybe you're right. 9 times out of 10 for sure, because
they usually go to a really sucky fucking team.
Look at Andrew Luck. He was able to make it happen, but then he was behind such a bad line. It beat him up so bad he retired. Look at Joe Burrow. He's hella phenomenal, bro. I love Joe Burrow. Such a bad line, and you see who went down over there in Dallas. You had Frederickson go down for the year. Zach Martin went down last night. Who else we got here? Who am I missing?
If you're Dallas,
Smith, Tyron Smith went down for the season.
If you're Dallas,
their line sucks.
If you're Dallas, you're trying to either A, rebuild that offensive line, or B, you are trying to
get that line healthy and then draft defense.
Trying to deep draft defense. That's why I don't think that Dallas is going to go for Trevor Lawrence.
But what
you can't hang on. You could have because you could have drafted defense early in the first round this past season, and you didn't, and you went and you got fucking CeeDee Lamb, which is helping you on offense, but now you're still suffering.
And because you bring in a guy like Mike McCarthy, who came from Green Bay, where he religiously runs 3 wide receiver sets and had 3 stars, you know, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams, a young Adams. And then now over there he has Cooper, Gallup, young CeeDee Lamb. Isn't that not a great landing spot for a QB? Zeke Elliott. If you're a QB
it's not a great spot for a QB if you don't fucking have
but on offense, yeah, you have all the weapons to mask the fact. Like, okay, let's look at Seattle.
Why are you gonna, so you're saying so what you're saying so literally what you're saying to me is Dallas is going to go out there, a team that has not had
if they have the number 1 pick.
So you're telling me that Dallas is just going to go out there and just do
you think Dallas gets another win this year?
All right, I'll put it like this. I'm gonna answer you just like this. Okay. If Dallas goes and gets Trevor Lawrence this year, they still won't win shit within the next year.
Yeah, in a little bit.
If they do that, if they go out and they get Trevor Lawrence this year, they go out and they get a quarterback within the first 3 rounds. Okay, within the first 2 rounds. I'll even say within the first 2 rounds. They go out and they get a quarterback within the first 2 rounds. Dallas is not winning shit for a long time, and all that's happening to that young quarterback is that they're just going to get fucking ate alive.
Well, they'll have him for 5 years, and they'll go on a 2 to 3 year plan of building around him. I'm not even around him on the defense. It is. So do you think Dak stays there? Let's be honest then.
No, I don't think Dak stays there. No, I don't think they get Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, so then, because you know Jerry Jones, he has a history. Remember, he even wanted what is his name? The money guy, the cokehead,
Money Manziel.
Yeah, he wanted Money Manziel, and it was actually Steven Jones was like, nah, Dad, we're not doing that.
which
They
was a
went
good
and got like
decision.
Zach Martin or whatever. They went and got a lineman. And it took them 5 years to build that line, all first round draft picks, and then it worked out. Only to bring in a later round guy like Dak Prescott to be able
Who
to
did amazing. I think they learned
exactly.
their lesson. I think they learned their lesson between Romo and Dak. I think they learned that we don't need to try and rush and go get a top end QB. Like we can, if as long as we scout right, we watch film, we pay attention, and we draft carefully, we can go and get a quarterback in these later rounds, in these later areas. And that's what Dallas has been doing infamously. I don't think
Yeah.
that Dallas needs a top quarterback. I don't think that Dallas, excuse me, is
But you
buying
got all
into
those
is.
weapons. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But why? So then why not get those weapons? Someone that's more established. Why not Dallas? I don't know. Contact Gardner Minshew.
oh, I like that. You know, you're talking to me. I love me some Gardner Minshew to Ginsu. Give Ginsu
Like
all those weapons behind that line when it's healthy with Zeke.
there's a million different fucking things
Wow, you fucked
that
me up right
Dallas can
there.
do.
You
Dallas can
fucked me
go.
up.
Dallas can
You
take.
should have said that earlier, bro. And I would have been with you. Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. Trevor ain't going there. Get the Ginsu.
I mean, I don't know why, but because it's that Trevor Lawrence topic, you're doing what every single mainstream analyst does. They try and paint a narrative for Trevor no matter what versus just trying to be like this is where it's more
listen.
likely.
You know I am a painter, right?
I know.
I don't paint sceneries. I don't paint realism.
Paint words.
I don't paint portraits. No, I paint narratives, bro. So I am in that category. But I will say this. The reality of it is that because the NFC East is so shitty, all those teams are in it right now. So it's really a deciding factor. Only the Eagles aren't in it for Trevor Lawrence because they drafted Jalen Hurts. So they're really trying to win this division. The other three teams in that division, they can care less if they win at the end of the day because they'll have a shot at Lawrence.
Well,
Wouldn't you want Lawrence?
Dallas cares about winning no matter what. So Dallas is going to find a
Exactly,
way.
because we're going into week 7 and that division is wide open.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if anyone out of that division, like, if we're gonna try and paint a narrative for any one of those squads to go and get Lawrence, it's going to either be Washington or New York, because both of them have to move past their 2019 picks,
and both of them have those draft picks were selected by former regimes as well.
Exactly. So they have to figure that out. So if it's gonna happen to either to any team in the NFC East, Lawrence ends up there. Trey Lance ends up there. Justin Fields ends up there. I think I like Justin Fields probably going to Washington better, but I mean,
you could say the same thing for Dallas too. Like they didn't have nothing. That regime is in place right now. It had nothing to do with Dak drafting him. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Godwin for Hunt, Rain. No, we're hanging on to our running backs. We're hanging on to our running backs. We're hanging on our running backs.
I mean, Hunt has like another couple good weeks in him before Chubb comes back, and I also have a theory too. When Chubb comes back,
still
it's a wider split.
It's the same thing. They're still both gonna eat.
Yeah.
Like I'm still sticking, even when Chubb comes back, I'm still sticking to the same thing I was saying.
I think it's a wider split. I think it's a wider split. I think it's like a more even split when he comes back, because Chubb's still gonna have to get back into game shape. I think Hunt is the lead guy for, or maybe it's a 50-50 split.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Chubb and Amari for Rojo and Allen Robinson. I still, what's your record? That's depending on your record. I'm only making that move if I'm 1-4.
I think the Chubb side of it
or
one has the worst record.
1-5. Like if I'm 1-5, yeah, I feel like the Chubb side has it.
Even if I'm 2-4, I'm doing that.
Yeah,
because you're gonna have to wait till week 10 for Chubb's return, more than likely.
Yeah.
So I would move Chubb, and I'm assuming the Rojo Allen team, Allen Robinson teams probably has a good record.
Exactly. Do they though? Winning is first, but marketing is second for sure. That's every NFL team.
When it comes to Dallas, marketing is first.
Yeah,
sad.
We always have to remember too. Like this is the NFL. Like as much as this is football, this is about wins. This is also about business, and I do factor that in. But because winning is so heavy, is such a heavy part of Dallas's culture. Like I do see a scenario where Dallas, Jerry pays Dak and says, you know what, we're going to hang on to Dak. This has been the best fucking thing that's happened to us in a hot minute, and the kid is actually good. Let's just go ahead and let's just go ahead and get him a defense.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is, bro, is like with the pieces they have, like let's put the bias aside in your case, right? You know, you got Van Der Esch, you got Jalen Smith.
You have pieces. I mean, Jalen Smith forgot how to play football this year, but
yeah, but he was doing it by himself for the most part in this year. Like with Van Der Esch coming, actually, they looked ugly last night. You know what? Scratch my take.
just build your defense. Like honestly, if I'm Dallas,
need a secondary.
If I'm Dallas, I'm looking at my offense. I'm like, so we can put up fucking points. I'm looking at my offense. I'm like, oh, so we
Dak.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, with Dak, I'm looking. I'm like,
wouldn't it help for them to franchise tag Dak? Again?
No, you don't. You fucking pay Dak. You cannot.
But then they would be hindered.
There has never been in history where that has happened.
What are you talking about?
No,
Kirk Cousins.
That's the only fucking time. And look at what happened with Kirk Cousins. He did not re-sign. There's never been a time where a quarterback has been tagged back to back twice and then re-signs. So if you're Dallas and you already know that, you pay Dak, right? You pay Dak. If you're Dallas, pay Dak.
What if you can get you?
Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
You pay Dak. You you build the defense in the offensive line. You already have the wide receiver core weapons. You put up like 32 fucking points a game. Aside from this past week, but that's neither here or there. That was fucking underneath Andy Dalton. What I'm doing if I'm Dallas, I'm building a defense. I'm drafting my backup quarterback. I'm finding a decent.
They already got him there. It's Andy Dalton.
And what did Dalton do?
Yeah,
I'm looking for a good backup. I'm looking for a good backup.
I think Dallas is going to try to the best of their ability to win, and I think it's just going to go sideways and spiral out of control for them because that defense can't stop shit.
It's going to.
And they're gonna have a heavy decision to make on getting a future quarterback because there will be options. They'll probably be a top 5 pick regardless, no matter what. Dallas Cowboys.
Yep. Joe Thomas, yeah, he's better. He is better than Van Der Esch and Jalen. And he won't ever start over both of them because of money. Yep.
Didn't they pay? So they paid Lawrence, right? Who they franchise tagged someone last year? They paid him too. Okay.
I think it was like LVE or Smith. Bro. They made a lot of stupid fucking decisions that did not involve paying Dak.
Yeah, for real. And then they brought over Alden Smith, and
I think that's what's really honestly happening. Like if we want to bring superstition into it, is that they're just cursed. They're just cursed. Like after you did not pay Dak, I think that's coming back and honestly just coming back to haunt them and bite them in the ass. Like even all the way down to Dak's injuries. Like Dak injury happened because it's like I was on air and I was like, Jerry Jones, this is your fucking fault. I was like, I get that your ass wasn't on the field, Jerry, but this is like you should have paid that man. Like now he has to worry about like all fucking bills, just everything. Yeah, but hey, that's neither there or here or there. I know that you have another show that you got to get ready for. Make sure that you guys all head over to
I'm still good. We got like 10 more minutes.
We're good. We're actually we're at a minute 40.
I like this debate we had. That was a good, strong debate right there because these are speculative things, and I'm still gonna say I'm standing on the side of what I believe in, that Dak is going to a team that will pay him because them Cowboys are expecting a hometown discount because of his injury now. And ironically, them not paying him, he was playing with reckless abandonment with no insurance, and now he's hurt. And I'm pretty sure he's fucking pissed.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting either way how it shapes up. But bro, tell to the people, tell where they can find you.
Well, check this out, Rumboyz and girls. For everybody that hasn't already, be sure to subscribe to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. And that's where you'll find me right here with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you can find me at the GMM Network on both IG and Twitter. Also, you can go on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network homepage on our channel and get to the homie section, and you'll find my channel, the GMM Network, on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to that. And you can find our flagship show, I was gonna say the Rumboyz. I was gonna say the Rumboyz Playmakers. That's how I'm there. I'm there. You can find the Real Fantasy Playmakers podcast available on all streaming platforms.
Keep going.
Yeah, and be sure to find us tomorrow night on the Rumboyz Q&A. We're gonna get you ready. Start prepping y'all for week 7. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody get y'all claims in tonight. Then we're going to get you ready on Friday for some good times. Join us for the Rumboyz After Dark. Shout out to Clock Management. Shout out to Miles Peacock. We're going to be in the building just talking all kind of isms. Our man Robbie, he hits with some riveting topics. And it's the greatest sports debate show. Excuse me. It's the greatest overindulged drunk sports debate show. Fucking phenomenal. That's where we let our hair down. You know what I mean? And then be sure to lock in with us and hit that notification bell so you can catch us on Rumboyz NFL AM. And that's at 8 o'clock p.m. PT over here on the left coast. 9 o'clock p.m. PT on a mountain time. 10 o'clock p.m. AM. Run that back. 8 o'clock a.m. PT. You know, why am I saying PT? See, I've had enough. I've
You're good. It's all good. I'm back now.
Yes.
NFL.
Help me out here.
NFL AM Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
8 a.m. Pacific Time. That will be 9 Mountain Time and 10 Central.
Oh shit! I actually had it right.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, type of thing. So yeah, we're gonna,
that was so difficult. That was almost as difficult as a Blues Cruise or whatever it was.
I know. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. You know, I've had a few. You're inebriated, so it's all good.
Yeah,
make sure that you guys. Hell yeah. Make sure you guys head on over to the Gem Elite Icon channel right after this and check out Bogard and our homie, the Fantasy Football Plug, over there. It sounds like it's going to be a complete and total Rumboyz takeover over there on that channel. So excited for that one. I'll be in the chat. I'll be all over there chilling, having a good time. And yeah, follow me on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, and throw us a like on Facebook at Rumboyz, spelled with the ZNET. That's where you can find me. Honestly, just type Rumboyz into Google. Like, type in Rumboyz into Google. You'll find us. You'll pull us up and indulge in every ism that we have. Like, go to Rumboyz.com. Go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe on our YouTube. Follow us on Sportscaster. And we're gonna keep helping y'all win some fucking money because that's really what we've really been about it. Been really all about.
Is you about it?
I'm about it. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls want to do. We about it.
As we about
it. We out of here. Dilly, y'all.
Holy shit.